Right. Now, can we have Sister Mayowa Ilorin from Team A?
As a valued child of God, it's like you have to have confidence in God, because you can't be outside of church. You can't be push your mates are like, I don't believe in God, and then you just go along with them, but in church you seem to be the holiest person. In John 1:12 it says, "Yet to all who receive him, to those who believe in his name, he gave the right to become children of God." So God has open hands for us to believe in him and also walk in his path. But it's our responsibility to respect yourself outside of the church. And it's also not by just you can't be considered a valued child of God just by coming to church. You also have to respect yourself outside of church. You can't be disrespecting God's commandments. But then in church, you come to church and you know everything about God, but though your actions outside shows that if God was if your parents were to get into their child and say, how do we know that your child is considered a valued child of God? Your parents also need, you have to let your parents in as well, because they know what's right for us. You have, just by us going, your parents,
Time up.
Right, thank you so much. Can we have Sister Sarah Abimbola from Team B, please?
Hello, my name is Sarah, and I'm going to talk about the values of a child of God. As a child of God, you have to value the people around you, because if you don't value the people around you, how are you supposed to value God? If you don't appreciate what you have, what is around you, how are you supposed to know what God is worth and what he can do for you? And to me, the most important people that you should value is your parents, because they know what is right for you. When they are telling you something like, but really, they know what they're talking about. They've been through what you are going through. So you should listen to them. And you should treat other people how you would like to be treated. Because if you're being mean to someone and then someone is being mean to you, like, I don't like that girl, but you've done it to someone else, so what goes around comes back around. And as a valued child of God, you have to be patient. You have to wait. And you have to be prayerful. Because you cannot get anything you want from God unless you ask and you be patient. Every morning, my mom wakes us up at 6 a.m. No matter what time we sleep, she wakes us up at 6 a.m. to pray, and she gives us devotion, and she always says a motto every morning to us, because we are children of God, and she just wants to raise us the best way she can.
Thank you. Now, can we have Sister Eniola Abbas?
I'm going to talk about the values of children of God. I think as a child of God, you have to have faith in God, because in Galatians 3, verse 26, it says, "For you are all children of God by faith in Jesus." And you need to have faith in God that he will do this for you. Belief is faith. If you don't believe in God, what is that? As a child of God, just because you come to church on Sunday doesn't mean you're a child of God. Your parents will force you to come to church. Will you be angry? You'll be frowning your face at the back there. You won't be praying. You'll be fasting. You say you're fasting. You'll be at the back frowning your face like this. What is that? You might as well not come to church if that's what you'll be doing. And people say if you're a child of God, going clubbing is bad. I don't think so. Going clubbing is not bad. That's like saying just because you're a child of God, you can have a social life. You have to. You go clubbing to know what's right for you, what's wrong for you. You go clubbing, you don't drink, that's the right thing. But that doesn't mean you can go clubbing and have fun with your friends. That's not what I think is right. And you you're going to club and you're drinking, that's going to drink on Saturday night, like playing with the devil on Saturday night, and on Sunday morning you hear, oh, praise God. That's not right, and that's just what I think.
Thank you so much. Now, can we have Sister Pt2 from Team B, please?
Hello everybody, my name is Bolu. A value of being a child of God is following the commandments. A value of being a child of God is when you devote your life to God. To me, a value of being a child of God is coming to church and praising the Lord, singing songs of praise and rejoicing in the Lord. Everything you do should be to God. Like, let's say, yeah, you can go out and everything, but most things you should always have something to do with God. When you do something, make sure you have God in your mind. When I say devoting your life to God, I don't mean everything you do is to Him. Dressing inappropriately outside of church doesn't mean you're not a child of God. Sometimes the people that you think are not holy are even more holy than you. The love God has for us is kind of like a value to me. God values us as children of God. It shows that He has valued us from day one. Praying, singing songs of praise, coming to church is what makes you a value, makes you a child of God. A Christian comes to church to praise and everything. Sometimes you can see people being, oh, I don't need to believe in God, I don't need God in my life, but them people are the ones who need God the most. You need to think about it sometimes. When people come to church every day, it doesn't always show that they're a child of God. Like, yeah, you're a child of God, but it doesn't always mean that everything you do is to God. Sometimes you just come to church saying, oh, God will answer my prayers, but you just come to church to pray, and when you're at home, you don't do anything like that. You need to always remember to praise God at home, in school, wherever you are, because you never know what can happen. Sometimes you can go out and not come back the next day. You need to remember that whatever you do is to God.
Okay, teams. This is information for you. Each team will come together and have a summary of what has been said so far. Then you will appoint a team leader that will come before this panel to give another 2 minutes, to speak for 2 minutes again. The same thing will apply to Team B. You come together, summarize what you've said together, and appoint a team leader that will come forward to speak for another 2 minutes. So we're going to give you 5 minutes to do that.
It's interesting.
Can you bear in mind as well, your choice of your leader will be somebody.
They don't understand.
Okay, let me explain again to you. Each team will come together. All that you've said so far, you summarize it together, bring your points across each other, and appoint a team leader, somebody you believe can defend your points or put your points across to this panel. Okay? Somebody that you think can defend your points and can put your points across this panel. Okay? So we're going to give you 5 minutes to do that. Deliberate within yourselves and appoint a leader to come and defend your points so far for 2 minutes. 5 minutes leader deliberation, and you'll be approaching 2 minutes to come before the jury.